The Packers win a close one in Lambeau Field against the Panthers. I've got highlights coming up, so stick around. This video is brought to you by Packer Fan Cave. Everything you need to turn your man cave into a Packer fan cave. You can check them out at packerfancave.net. There is a link in the description below this video. So the Panthers came to Green Bay and played the Packers in Lambeau Field today. It was a close game. It was exciting. Let's get into the highlights here. So neither team actually got a whole lot accomplished with their first possession, and on the second possession for the Panthers, they were successful moving the ball down the field and put it in for the game's first score, moving them up 7-0 at that point. And the Packers, on their ensuing drive, really decided to spread the ball around, and they moved it down the field effectively, getting it to different guys, and really happy to see Davante Adams playing like he never missed a beat, and Aaron Jones running one in for the touchdown here, tying it up at 7, and the Panthers bottled up on that one. Defense stopped them just in range for the field goal there. Packers didn't do a whole lot on offense, and the defense went ahead and got the ball back again with this turnover. And that's when the offense decided to do a little better on this drive. You can see Davante Adams with the awesome catch right there and running one in for another touchdown. Then the Panthers not able to do a whole lot with this drive. Punt it. Packers backed up deep on this one, and the flag was thrown here. This was called roughing the passer. I'm not a big fan of that call. I don't think it was the right call, and I'm about as biased a Packer fan as you can be, but I'll take it. Sets up for this huge play to Jimmy Graham. It's exciting to see him making some catches today. And then down on the other end of the field, this here gives the Packers 2 seconds with one play to go there from the 1 yard line, and just comes through like a Mack truck and stops it. The Packers go into halftime up 14-10. And the Packers actually get the ball back to start the second half. And you can see this huge play to Davante Adams to start out the second half here. It was 2nd and 26 on that one. Then this huge play to Aaron Jones. He is just playing phenomenal this year. And goes in for another touchdown, putting the Packers up 21-10. And the Panthers are not done. They move the ball. That one, I really thought the Packers got the fumble on that one, but the Panthers did get the ball back. But then Tramon Williams picks this one off in the end zone. So did establish the turnover on that one, and then we get to watch the Jamal Williams show. It was a pretty good show. You just see him trucking right up the middle of the field, play after play after play. And then to change it up, we go to Davante Adams on this one for the first down. Now the Packers did stall out on that drive and ended up getting the field goal, putting them up 24-10. Panthers are saying they're not done. Christian McCaffrey had a pretty good day today. And then this one here, I did think he should have been called for face masking on that one. That wasn't what the flag was for. That was actually against the offense for holding. And then Panthers go into the end zone again. I get that the analytics told them to go for 2 on this one, but I don't think the analytics were complete in really considering the weather and not being at home. But that gave Aaron Jones the opportunity to make this really awesome. You can see why we love having him on the team this year. You can see why we have loved having him on the team the last couple of years too. And then this huge heave down the field. Didn't quite get there. So the Panthers get the ball back. Defense bottles them up really nicely. So they've got to punt it away. And then the Packers just want to run time off. Want to run time off and put this one to bed as a victory. They do a pretty good job, but do have to punt it back. And with less than 2.5 minutes, the Panthers were able to move it all the way down the field. Several attempts to get in there. This one here. Now, what surprised me about this one on 4th and 1, after the play was over, you see a flag. That flag wasn't there during the play, and it was a pre-snap or during snap penalty for offsides. And I didn't think he was offsides. I just wasn't a fan of the call. Gave them 2 more opportunities to score from 1 yard out, which they were unable to do. As much as Troy Aikman and Joe Buck really wanted this ball to be across the line and kept saying that it really wasn't. I didn't feel that it did. I don't know. If you thought that it was, leave it in the comment section down below and let me know. But that game, Packers went up to a record of 8-2 and sit still on top of the NFC North. The Vikings are right at their heels there at 7-3. If they do tie it up, then the Packers will still have the tiebreaker with the better division record, and the win against them. But it's still a pretty close race for the top of the NFC. I do expect the Packers to win it. It's a pretty exciting season. Coach Lafluer could be the first Packers head coach ever to make the playoffs his first year as head coach, and that's a pretty exciting thing. And the Bears actually beat the Lions today to move their record to 4-5, and the Lions are down at 3-5-1. I don't expect either of those two teams to really try or to really make any kind of run that could win the NFC North. It would really take some losing out of the Packers and the Vikings in order for either the Bears or the Lions to do anything at this point. And, I really am just expecting the Packers to stay right on top of the NFC North there and hop into the playoffs in a good position. Next week we got the bye, and then after that comes the 49ers, who are still undefeated at this point. We'll see how it is. They play the Sea Chickens tomorrow, and that should be an exciting game. And we'll see after that if the 49ers are still undefeated or if the Sea Chickens are going to be the team to take them down. I guess either way, I'd be pretty happy. Because I just expect that the Packers are going to come off their bye week really well rested and excited and ready. The Packers do tend to play up and down to the record of their opponent. So if they're playing against an undefeated 49ers team, or even a 9-1 49ers team or 8-1 or whatever they could be, I do expect the Packers to show up with their best game. It does seem like the teams that they lose against are the teams with the lower records at the time. That's just what I'm noticing. What do you guys think out there? Are you excited about this season like I am? Do you think that the Packers are going to beat the 49ers in 2 weeks, or do you think that the Packers are going to slip to 8-3 and let the Vikings catch up? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit the little bell icon so you get notifications every time I upload new content. Share this video with all your friends. For the Packer Fan Network, I am Mark Schneider.